kids. Don't you know I'll do a bitch? Ain't even tripping, these be slipping. And I'm the one giving permission to do what the you gotta do. Because in them streets they will screw you if you don't kick them together, fool. What the you gonna do when they come for you? The agenda is real, your cat will get peeled. These don't give a they ready to kill over all these yeah, blowing on this beat, ain't sweet. Trying to defeat, take your bread. Have your ass crazy in the head. You dumbass, don't you think this is cool? Dumbass, you trying to take your money, fool. Get your ass in the back of the cab. Dumbass, gonna make me mad. Going outside, taking my kids. Don't you know I'll do a bitch? Ain't even tripping, these be slipping. And I'm the one giving permission to do what the you gotta do. Because in them streets they will screw you if you don't kick them together, fool. What the you gonna do when they come for you? The agenda is real, your cat will get peeled. These don't give a they ready to kill over all these yeah, blowing on this beat, ain't sweet. Trying to defeat, take your bread. Have your ass crazy in the head. You dumbass, don't you think this is cool? Dumbass, you trying to take your money, fool. Get your ass in the back of the cab. Dumbass, gonna make me mad. Going outside, taking my kids. Don't you know I'll do a bitch? Ain't even tripping, these be slipping. And I'm the one giving permission to do what the you gotta do. Because in them streets they will screw you if you don't kick them together, fool. What the you gonna do when they come for you? The agenda is real, your cat will get peeled. These don't give a they ready to kill over all these yeah, blowing on this beat, ain't sweet. Trying to defeat, take your bread. Have your ass crazy in the head. You dumbass, don't you think this is cool? Dumbass, you trying to take your money, fool. Get your ass in the back of the cab. Dumbass, gonna make me mad. Going outside, taking my kids. Don't you know I'll do a bitch? Ain't even tripping, these be slipping. And I'm the one giving permission to do what the you gotta do. Because in them streets they will screw you if you don't kick them together, fool. What the you gonna do when they come for you? The agenda is real, your cat will get peeled. These don't give a they ready to kill over all these yeah, blowing on this beat, ain't sweet. Trying to defeat, take your bread. Have your ass crazy in the head. You dumbass, don't you think this is cool? Dumbass, you trying to take your money, fool. Get your ass in the back of the cab. Dumbass, gonna make me mad. Going outside, taking my kids. Don't you know I'll do a bitch? Ain't even tripping, these be slipping. And I'm the one giving permission to do what the you gotta do. Because in them streets they will screw you if you don't kick them together, fool. What the you gonna do when they come for you? The agenda is real, your cat will get peeled. These don't give a they ready to kill over all these yeah, blowing on this beat, ain't sweet. Trying to defeat, take your bread. Have your ass crazy in the head. You dumbass, don't you think this is cool? Dumbass, you trying to take your money, fool. Get your ass in the back of the cab. Dumbass, gonna make me mad. kids. Don't you know I'll do a bitch? Ain't even tripping. These be slipping. And I'm the one giving permission to do what the you gotta do. Because in them they will screw you. If you don't keep your together, fool, what the you gonna do when they come for you? The agenda is real. Your cat will get peeled. These don't give a they ready to kill over all these yeah. Going on this beach ain't sweet. Trying to defeat take your bread. Have your ass crazy in the head. You dumbass. Don't you think this is cool? Dumbass. You trying to take your money, fool. Get your ass in the back of the cab. Dumbass gonna make me mad. Going outside, taking my kids. Don't you know I'll do a bitch? Ain't even tripping. These be slipping. Yo. Mic check. 1 2 1 2. What's up with y'all, man? I'm in the building. We are here. Anybody from TikTok show up? Yeah, y'all got a lot to say on TikTok, man. Jesus Christ. It's good though. I like the engagement. I like the feedback. You know what I'm saying? Let me see if anybody come from TikTok, man. I just told everybody on TikTok I'm live. So, you know, how y'all doing out there though, man? First of all, let me not be rude. How y'all doing? Told y'all I was gonna be on YouTube a lot. I did a live on Twitch earlier. I did my second IRL on Twitch. So yeah, man, that was pretty fun. Twitch kept cutting me off though. I went live like 4 times, you know, but it's on there. If y'all want to see me just running around the mall looking for shirts, you know, I bought this shirt earlier, a little something, you feel me, to wear on my lives, you know. Come on, man. Come on, TikTok. Y'all got so much to say in the comments on my viral video. Y'all go check me out on TikTok, The Culture Urban News, on my viral video. Let me hit like real quick. You know, I'm like my own shit. Fuck it. Yeah, man. Y'all check me out on there, man. You know, I got some. The evidence is overwhelming over there on TikTok, and they don't like it. But we are here. First thing we got to do, Mr. Hold up 1 second. Or kid. This is a kid. Yo, this is a kid. Yo, kid. I got your hold on. I'm gonna call you out. I'm gonna shout you out, kid. You just a kid, so I'm not gonna get upset with you. You don't know no better. You just a child. But I appreciate you for commenting. Okay, child. What did you write, child? Let me see here. Let me see what this kid wrote. All right, child. What did you write? He wrote something. Oh, it was on a short. I'm putting out so much content now. I'm forgetting what's what. All right. All right. Irving Miller Jr. 9240. Shout out to Irving Miller Jr. 9240. I appreciate your comment, man. Thank you for the comment. One love on that one. And you said you tripping, bruh. That's not. Yeah, he said you tripping, bruh. How am I tripping? I asked how am I tripping? I'm responding to you, but I know it's a kid in the profile picture. I don't know if you're a child, but I looked at your videos. It looks like you're a kid. It looks like you're a child. So, you know. It looks like you're a child, so I'm not gonna go too heavy on you. Keep living, kid. That's all I gotta say. Keep living. And yeah, I'll explain to you, kid. I'll explain to you why I believe Papoose is a problem. Because you said I'm tripping. I'm not tripping. See, we're living in a time right now where it's like a feminine, female, you know, revolution going on. Okay? It's like a feminine revolution, like kind of like a feminist revolution. It's not very pronounced, but it's there underneath the surface. You see it a lot on places like Twitter, and you see it a lot in these court cases like Johnny Depp, Diddy, Bill Cosby. You see a lot of this, it all kind of got heavy during the Me Too era. So this is like Me Too 2.0. So I said all that to say this. If something's happening with you and you're in the public's eye, okay, and if you're a guy, it's not wise, even if you're telling the truth. And I have no problem. I'm not taking up for Remy Ma. Fuck her. She's a cheater, all that. I'm not taking up for Remy Ma. If you're listening to this kid, nah, fuck Remy Ma. I'm just saying the way Papoose is handling it is wrong. I'm saying the way Papoose is handling it is all wrong. I think it would have been better if Papoose, am I still live? It would have been better if Papoose, yeah, I'm still alive. If Papoose would have just kept this behind closed doors. It's okay for the female to come out and say this. And I know it seems crazy. I know you want to say, oh, he has a right to defend himself. Sometimes it's best to just stay quiet. This is one of them situations, okay? Because at first, everybody was siding with Papoose. Everybody was siding with Papoose. You hear me? Now people are starting to, the more he talks, now people are starting to reconsider. People are starting to reconsider if they should stand with Papoose or not. Because the more he talks, the worse he looks. And that's not me saying that. That's just how the current climate is. I look too washed. I need to get this lighting right. I don't want to be looking hella washed in this. But my face look fine. This shirt looks a little washed, but my face look good. If y'all watching this, hit the like button. Yeah, anyway, without further ado, let's play what Papoose has to say. And what I'll do is I'll stop ranting and yapping, and I'll let y'all hear for yourself what's going on with Papoose.
But he's on audio saying blackmailing you. So which one is it? Which one is it? You've told me numerous times you don't deal with him no more. You want to go on Instagram and say you with your child every day. No, you're not. You just started being with the baby after I left. Once I left, you started trying to prove to me that you're with the baby and you're doing the right thing. You're doing things that I've always wanted you to do. You just called me the other day and said happy anniversary. I didn't even say it back to you, Rem. I didn't say it back to you. You know why?
Yo, that's wild. Let me see something. Do I look washed? Do I look too bright? No, I think I'm good. I think I'm just bugging. I got a different webcam I'm using, so trying to get the lighting and the aesthetics right. Trying to get the aesthetics right, so I can do a real show. All right, cool. Let's get back to this.
Because when our 15th year anniversary came, which was a milestone, we were supposed to have the whole thing that we did in the 10 year. You didn't want to acknowledge it properly because you was too busy running around doing what you was doing. Now I'm in a space where I moved on. So for a person who got all these lies to say about me, why is it that you try to call me the other day and say happy anniversary? Why is it that when I went to pick my daughter up, you asking me for gifts and things like that? Why is it? Because you're a narcissist. And in the process of you being a narcissist, anything you can't control, you're mad. But you lost the remote. So when somebody lose the remote, they go frantic. See, but what you didn't understand was my loyalty was.
So I'm trying to read in between this. He's saying, oh, you lost the remote. So what is he talking about? Does he mean like the control? Like I'm trying to understand. Does he mean like she was controlling? She had the remote control? I'm just trying to put this together and understand what he's saying. Let's finish.
Because I said wedding vows before God, better for worse, richer for poor, sickness and health, death to us part. And I lived that out. I did nothing but take care of you. Every utility in that house to this day right now is under my name. The alarm company called me today. You talking all this money talk, you just paid a cable bill probably within the last 2 weeks out of my account. I had to bail you out of jail when you caught your case. When you had to pay the civil case. And we backtracked it. Who account did that come from? Me. You didn't have a dime. Slay warned me.
I don't know if Papoose, if he got the memo. I don't know if Papoose got the memo, but it's like, what have you done for me lately? What have you, Eddie, what have you done for me lately? Don't nobody want to hear about the shit you did in the past, my guy. I know you did it, and yeah, it should count. But what have you done lately? Nobody gives a shit about what you did before, man. It's all about what you're doing now. That's the crux of this.
Hey, rest in peace. He warned me. He warned me. So when you say malicious things about him, now that he's deceased, I know why, because he know the truth. So all of this money talk that you're talking, you're a liar. All you do is lie, very bipolar.
I said this on my TikTok live, and I don't think I said it on here. She's a liar, but you stayed with this liar. You stayed with this liar, my guy. So what does that say about you? Let's finish this.
Say something 1 minute, and she'll say 5 minutes later that she never said it. She will say she never said it. Right now on my phone.
I'm a firm believer of birds of a feather flock together. Same shit with him and Remy Ma. Same shit with Cassie and Diddy. I feel like a part of Papoose is like Remy Ma, and a part of Cassie is like Diddy. You feel me? That's how I feel about it. A part of Papoose is like Remy Ma. Birds of a feather flock together. A part of him, you're drawn to what you like, who you are. Like, you ever heard the term kindred spirits? Okay. So him saying all this, that's why I said, kid, if you're listening, the more he talks, the more he's just exposing himself, because everybody was on his side at first. Everybody was on his side. And then he started talking and talking. This video is 20 minutes long. That's too fucking much talking for a man.
Oh, and like I told you, I never wanted a penny. I never wanted one dime. All of the music I wrote for her, I never wanted one penny.
Why bring it up? Why bring it up? Isn't it in the credits? They can see you wrote for her if it's in the credits. Or were you a ghostwriter? But either way, why bring it up, man? You know what I mean? This is something else that just don't sit right with me.
I never put my name on a credit. I never did anything. When people said, we know Pat writing that. Oh, you want to go in here and say, oh, I was making music before him. You was. That's why when I started writing it, they saw the difference. You want to talk down upon me. You want to try to assassinate my character. But in actuality, there are people who interact with us. Anybody who ever been around her and never been around me, please step to the front. Am I respectful? Am I considerate? I come from a very big family. I'm very loved. I'm very loved, inside and outside. And guess what? Your family love you too, but you don't love them. You're very cruel to people because you're a narcissist. And you know what? It hurts me that I gotta even say this about you, that I gotta even come on this live and do this. But the fact that you tried to mention my children, the fact that you had the audacity to come on here and say, I have.
Once again, you stuck with the narcissist. So what does that say about you, Papoose? Okay, seems like two strong-headed people in a relationship. That'll never work. It's like two Capricorns in a relationship. They're going to always butt heads.
I see my daughter when you didn't allow me to see my daughter. December 14th, when we gave my daughter a birthday party, you came to my attention. We spoke about the party. I said, how much is the party? You told me the amount of the party. You put up your half of the money for the party. I put up my money for my daughter's party. When my daughter's party took place, you had the audacity to send me a text and tell me not to come to my child's party. Why did you do that? Because I moved on and I wasn't sitting in the house watching my daughter while you run around with this lame, come home to me and say you wasn't with him.
What's crazy about this shit is Easy the Block Captain look like a Timu, a great value version of Papoose. So what are they really doing? Same with Clarissa Shields, dark skin, same sexy chocolate dark skin like Remy Ma.
Why would you be with him? He's so beneath you. When I noticed that you was probably getting blackmailed because you're such a liar,
You know what's crazy too? He don't understand. Like, it don't matter what you did. I said that earlier. Women are slaves to their emotion. So it don't matter what you did, bro. If she feeling somebody else emotionally, you could have gave her $1 million or the world. She gonna turn on your ass.
I tried to protect you like I always protected you. You want to make it, you want to go on the gram, you want to play games about me knocking him out. That's a small thing. That wasn't the first time you saw me in action. But you know what? Like I said earlier.
And then here's another thing. Putting your hands on a dude. Bruh. That's the dude. He couldn't have fucked if she didn't open her legs up. So you know, that right there tells me what type of man Papoose is. You gonna fight the dude? Bruh, come on now. Come on, man. You gonna fight the guy? Yeah, that don't make any sense to me, man. Y'all hit the like button.
Earlier, there's 3 reasons why she started to have so much animosity towards me. One was because I knocked him out. And it wasn't because she cared about his well-being. It was because she had been, as a celebrity, as a famous person who could be a role model if she wanted to, she has been behaving in a very, should I say promiscuous? Should I say promiscuous? She has been behaving in a very not too respectful way. And it's been right under the nose of the entire industry and everybody. And people allow it because some of them are groupies. Some of them are clout chasers. Some people, you know, they know the truth, but they act like it's not happening. By me knocking him out, it kind of put it out there, what's really going on. Also, she tried to fool y'all and say, what person would be in a marriage with a loving husband, being taken care of, bills paid, and cheat? You know what person would do that? You.
But, you know, for real, though, Papoose, that's all gaslighting. It sounded like Remy Ma was good at that.
Everything would be fine, and you would still violate. Because you know why? You can't keep your legs closed, Rem. That's one of the main problems with you. I could sit up here and run through your body count, but that's...
I ain't even hold you, man. Papoose, bro, that's a lot of these modern day women. I mean, it is what it is, dog. It is what it is. That's why that passport, bro, shit is such a big deal.
That's not what I'm going to do, because I'm not here to tear you down, and I'm not here to disrespect you. I'm not here to do that. But the fact that you mentioned my children and you fabricated after you have already been documented and recorded telling the truth about how I supported you when you was away. Telling the truth about our entire time together. But it wasn't good enough for you to move on and be an adult after you cheated. And I gave you numerous opportunities.
There it is. There it is. There it is, chat. There it is, family. There it is. He gave her numerous opportunities to disrespect him. He gave her numerous opportunities to violate him. Bro, after that first one, you were supposed to cut. Yeah, you were supposed to dip, but you stayed. And she just continued to play you. You let her do it once, she did it again.
To stop the cheating, we went to a therapist. Why come on here and lie and say we haven't slept together since 2022? Why come on here and make it seem like that's true? We never had an agreement. Oh, you be with who you be with and I be with. We never had an agreement. All we had was you lying, saying that you're not with him. Why would you deal with him? That's all we had. And when I found out the truth that you were with him, you said, let's go to therapy. And I agreed. Then we made an agreement.
Bro, you can't. Therapy is not going to get the fucking whore out of somebody. Therapy doesn't work for cheaters. Okay? That's not how it works, bro. You can't go to mediation or therapy and think, oh, bro, somebody's a cheater. That's a character thing. That's a character thing. You feel me? That's like a thief. A person steal, they steal. So a person cheat, that's just who they cheat. Bro, that's not like something that you can go to a therapy about or a therapist about.
When with the therapist, you violated the agreement again. So when I caught him, I knocked him out. Wherever I would have saw him at, I would have.
and then knocking the dude out, man. See, the more you talking, Papoose, I was trying to side with this dude. I was trying to understand him, you know. And for the people who watching, if anybody came here from TikTok, a lot of people said that I'm like, I agree with all men. Like, I'm just, because it's a man, I'm on his side. No, that's not the case. That's not the case. I don't agree with what this nigga doing. I'm not siding with somebody because they a man. Nah, I think what he doing is some sucker shit. 20 minutes talking, bruh. Nah, that's some sucker shit. Come on, man. And it's making you look bad. So anybody who saying, oh, you just siding with Diddy because he's a man. No, I'm not. That's not the case. I see some flaws. I see some holes. I see some game being ran. I see some game. Come on, I know. I've been in this world for a minute. I'm 43. For those who don't know, I dye my hair. I'm old enough to know game when I see it. And I'm old enough to know when the public is painting somebody a certain kind of way and trying to paint a narrative. I'm old enough to know that. I wasn't born yesterday. And then some people are naive by choice. By choice. Some people know the truth, but because they have this emotional attachment to the case or the subject, they want to block the truth out. They only care about what they believe. Anything that doesn't serve their narrative, they dismiss it. That's how a lot of people are these days. And I call it out a lot. And people don't like that. People don't like that, man. But that's what makes me who I am. I'm not gonna say I agree with y'all because y'all mad and y'all trolling, calling me gay and all type of shit in the comments. Y'all can call me. That's a typical ad hominem or response when somebody can't argue. When you don't have an argument, and when you can't rebuttal what somebody's saying, you resort to ad hominems. Oh, you're a faggot. You're gay. You live with your mom. You're an incel. That's a good one. That's the main one. You're an incel. Right. What was that? Yeah, you're an incel. Yeah, I'm an incel. Cool. Whenever they don't agree with you and they don't have a solid, intelligent rebuttal, you're an incel. You're gay. You hate women. That's another one. I'll list them all. Incel. You hate women. What's the other one? You're gay. All this other shit, man. Come on. Because I don't agree with you. Because I think Cassie is kind of pulling at people's heartstrings. Okay? She's getting that sympathy, empathy, love. Nah, man. No. I've been around since the 90s. I know all the shit Diddy been doing. I know Diddy's whole get there. I've been seeing Diddy for 30 years growing up. I know the niggas get there, like watching him on TV. If you 40-something or millennial, you know Diddy was always that party, freaky, sus nigga. You know that about Diddy already. None of this shit is real. See, one thing I always knew, watching the news, growing up, he always wanted to do what them white boys did. He always went to party, and he, all that money went to his head. He thought he was untouchable. And then realized, oh boy, you can't do what they do. I don't give a fuck how much money you got. You can't do what they do. And now look, he's paying the price. You know what they call it? The nigga wake up call. Okay? And I'm going to just say it like that. The nigga wake up call. Diddy is getting his nigga wake up call. Okay? And if y'all don't like that, then hey, it is what it is. I'm going to tell you straight up. He's getting his nigga wake up call. Okay? We know what the courts do. We know how the courts are. Also, think about it like this. If it was me, or any regular person who don't have the money to defend themselves, and we're going to get back to Papoose. I just had to clear this up real quick because I don't want people thinking because, it's a guy, a male, I'm taking his side. Nah, that ain't the case. I call out debauchery and fuckery and game from anybody. If I smell the game, if I smell some game or some manipulation, I'm going to call it out. Man, woman, I don't care. It's not because he's a dude. It's because I don't trust Cassie. She is not as innocent as it seems. Okay, that's it. My antennas is up.
Would have knocked him out. You so mad at me because I knocked him out at your event. Anywhere I saw him at, he was getting put down. And I told you this. I still got.
And you admitting to aggravated assault online, bro. You snitching on yourself in the midst of ranting like a bitch. You snitching on yourself.
The messages telling you this. So all of this fabrication, all of these stories about me, my children, All of these stories about money. I paid every bill in that household. I did nothing but buy you gifts. It's photos and everything of it. It's all on my page. Never trust a celebrity who erased their Instagram.
I was just listening to Hassan, and Hassan said that Hassan was saying his name was on the bills. And Hassan was trying to say, oh, his name was on the bills doesn't mean he was paying the bills. Well, here he's saying was paying the bills, Hassan. You know, not to, bring him into this, but I heard what you said, Hassan. So he's saying he was paying the bills. You said that his name was on the bills, and that don't mean shit. Well, he's saying he was actually paying the bills. So, in case you want to clear that up.
They hiding from something. It's still there. Me buying her gifts. All that materialistic. If you notice, her entire thing was about materialism. Just fabricating. She just recently told me she don't got no money. So what you talking this money talk? Hey, this is what I got in my account. Let's keep it a buck. So you want to fabricate these stories. I don't have to fabricate to impress anybody. Everybody knows I'm a hard worker. Everybody know I came from the bottom. Everybody know I went from artist, transition to executive. All of the times y'all see me support this woman. Any song, any video she dropped. Show me one post of her saying, subscribe to TuneCore. Show me one. Just show me one. Show me one, guys. When I drop the album every month, every single month, as the year progressed, the producers and the artists grew higher and higher and higher. By the time I got to the end of the year and I caught that feature with Lil Wayne, she ain't come home no more. She started staying out. There's people very close to you. When you did that, they said, Pat, we know her for a long time. Don't pay her no mind. She's only doing that to throw you off of your grind. She see you.
And at that moment, I would have left. Come on, man. You stayed. Remy got that fire or what?
Oh, finally about to be successful again, bro. It's been a long time. You deserve it. You know what she did? Start staying out, not coming home. So I could go on and on about her. She could fabricate any lie she want about me. Any lie she want to fabricate, she could fabricate. I wrote 90% of the music since I've been with her. And if you come around me and you type a keyword from any one of her verses, it pops up in my phone with the date that I wrote it. So all of this money talk on that aspect, that's cap. You talk about me buying you gifts. You try to say in the past, oh, he don't buy gifts. That's documented. You walk around with thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars of jewelry that I bought every single day. You talking this jewelry talk. First and foremost, I have a cash business.
At the end of the day, what's the point of all of this? I get you're trying to get your side of the story out, but what do you think you're going to achieve with this?
So there's numerous times where I cashed you out and you went and bought things with my money. With my money. You want to talk about property? We bought this house together. We bought it together.
So what, did he keep the house or something? He said, we bought this house together. Was he like the only one in there now? Shit, she gonna take that motherfucker, they get divorced.
We bought it together. I wrote one of your biggest records, man. One of your biggest hits. So you want to downplay me as an artist when I wrote one of your biggest hits. That's so sad. But like I said earlier, the fact that you chose to mention my kids, that's why I responded on this video. As far as the divorce, like I said, she never wanted to get the divorce. She never wanted the divorce, that's correct. And she didn't want to do it peacefully, like two adults, because the attorneys brought to my attention, if you guys agree, the divorce could be private. But if you don't agree, it gets messy. I brought that to her attention. She never wanted to do it.
Well, I guess it got messy then. I guess it got messy because, it's out there now. The cat's out the bag.
And I say within the past few weeks, she's been saying that she wanted to do it civilized way. So we had a plan. She said she wanted to go to a mediator. She wanted to go to a mediator. She wanted to work it out. She even tried to tell me, like I
There's no mediator that can fix cheating.
told you yesterday, she started asking me, are you done with me? Are you done with me? I said, is that even a question? I'm going forward with the divorce, yes. Now, I wake up to this morning. Very strange. So, what I'm saying to y'all is,
He's talking about, you know, Remy Ma talking a bunch of trash online. This is his response.
the reason why this is happening because you mentioned my children and you lied. You cheated with this lame since 2022. You cheated with numerous others before that. And you know it's true. You know it's true. You know it's true.
This does not help his cause, man, at all. At all. Shit, I don't even want to keep playing this shit. But anyway, I'm gonna let him finish though.
Look at the comments. They know what I wrote. I wrote tons of her music. 90% of her music, I wrote it since I've been around her. I wrote probably like 3 songs on her first album. If I listen to it, I'll tell you exactly what I wrote. And when you listen to it, y'all know my pen. But that's neither here nor there. That's not why I came here. The only reason why I'm mentioning that is because you fabricated. You fabricated and you talked about my children. And as a father, I was not going to allow that. I've allowed you to do what you've been doing all of this time, and I said nothing. I said nothing. She got mad at me because I went live and said I didn't knock this lame out. Oh, it's not just the two. I said, Rem, whatever I got to do to assist you, I'm going to do it. Oh, no, but it's not just us. What the hell you mean it's not just us? Who is this nigga? Very bitter because I moved on, because I finally moved on. I got tired of sitting there tolerating it. And I was there for my daughter, but I started to realize that my daughter didn't need to see.
Yeah, he was live he's ranting for 21 minutes. I'm gonna let it ride out though. I'm gonna let it ride out.
See me like that.
I'll be right back.
She didn't need to see her father when she got to come in another room to visit me now, when we all used to sleep together as a family. I started to realize that. I said, you know what? I would rather her see me how she's supposed to see her dad, on his feet, doing the right thing, not sitting in here tolerating somebody who constantly stabbing me in my back. So I decided to move on. And as far as the divorce, the reason why I filed today was because, like I said, me and her just spoke. And I told her, I'm going to go Saturday and speak to my attorney. After I speak, I'll be ready to do the mediation, you know what I'm saying? Or for the mediator. But since she's so upset, because if you pay attention, Clarissa has a fight coming up. Clarissa's out here shining like the diamond she is. And she's mad. She's bitter that I moved on. So she wanted to go on social media today and fabricate. You come on a live talking about, oh, my mother went on YouTube and she said, are you in the hospital? Dumb fake hospital videos is old as hell. You just wanted an excuse to come up here and be malicious and make up lies. Let's keep it a buck. That was pathetic. This you on a live talking about, pay attention, y'all. Go back to the live and watch this. Oh, don't call me. No, y'all, don't call me. What Ed Lover say? Come on, son. Come on, son. Nobody was calling.
Bruh, they wilding, man. Both of them, they love each other. They wilding out, man. You know he still love her. That's why he on here ranting for 20 minutes.
Nobody was calling you. Picked up the phone and said, no, don't call me. Oh, I thought you was calling me about that. They ain't even know she was live, y'all. Your bullshit and your tactics is not relevant. If you look at Cardi B video, when she went when she was talking, I think she went live about her husband or whatever, because I don't want to get in their business. But during her video, she was like, nobody call me. Nobody call me. You up here, Emmy. You want to imitate that, man. You're not Cardi B, man. Let's keep it a buck. This is how phony you is. Yes, she did. She on the live saying, no, don't call me, no. But she picked up the phone. Oh, I thought she was calling me about that. Nobody was calling me about that. They didn't care. Nobody cared about that. But this is the fabrication and the fakeness. This is the fakeness. You just needed an excuse to.
We're gonna let Papoose ride out. I didn't really mean to stay on this topic for too long, but we're gonna let Papoose ride out, tell his side of the story, and we're gonna move on to some different topics. All right? Yeah, it's some stuff I want to talk about.
To do that. You've been telling me for the longest when I knocked him out, oh, I'm gonna make you lose your job. That's the first thing she came out of her mouth. Like I said earlier, never supported it. All the support y'all seen. And mind you, I don't want y'all to take my word for this. It speaks for itself. So document it. Never let these celebrities who you support spend money on, follow their journey, open their mouth when something bad happens to tell you. You don't know me. You don't know my real life. Yes, they do. I documented when my child was born in front of them. I documented the wedding. I documented visiting you. So these people been following our journey for a long time. They say that because they don't want you to believe your eyes. Y'all seen it, y'all. Everything y'all seen was true. Y'all seen the entire journey of us. And throughout that journey, what did y'all say? What did y'all notice?
Man, he yelling in the void. People don't care about none of that stuff, man. A lot of times, and I, it's sad because I get that's why he did this, to get this part of the, side of the story out. But, bruh, the internet is full of trolls and people who like drama. They don't care about none of that shit you talking about.
Y'all seen support. Y'all seen loyalty. Y'all seen authenticity. Y'all seen my daughter be born. I welcomed y'all into the delivery room. It was all documented. Now you want to lie to these people and rewrite history and say, he didn't support me, he didn't do this, he didn't do that. You're a damn liar. I had to pack up the house that you was renting when you caught the case and put everything in storage. I had to fly everybody up. I had to relocate and get a condo close to the prison so I could visit you. I went and visited you every day for a year straight because I knew you needed me. I knew you needed me.
This is sad, man. I feel his pain, man. I really do. Just, bruh, why come online, man? Damn.
And now you want to come in front of these people and change that and change the facts of what happened? Really? Why? Because I wouldn't lie and say I didn't knock some lame out who deserved it? You don't shake no man's hand and sleep with his wife. When you had to pay the civil suit, I paid that. I left from overseas. I had another show. I was on tour. I skipped out of my show, flew back here. They said, Pat, what you doing? You got another engagement. You're contracted to do this. I said, I got to go, man.
For y'all just tuning in, the whole crux of this, and what I was just saying was, nobody cares about the past. Nobody cares about what you did. They only care about right now, man. Sorry, Papoose.
Need me. Anybody who's on tour with me, please step to the front. I flew back and bailed you out. I flew back and bailed you out. Because that's what real people do. I don't want to bring people names in it, but another individual put up the house.
The kid who responded, if you see this kid, just know if you have an issue with your girl, man, don't be bringing that shit online, man. That's why I said that. You said I was tripping, and I'm just telling you, man, it's a certain way that men have to go about dealing with certain situations, especially in this day and age, in this climate we live in. The internet is not the spot.
Put up the cash because you needed it. And you know another reason why I had to bail you out, because you didn't have the money. You didn't have the money. You know what I'm saying? I'm not even going to bring Joe in a minute. I'm not even going to bring them in it. But y'all relationship wasn't what it was at the time.
Look how Jay-Z took care of that issue with Busby. He didn't really talk. He handled that shit silently with lawyers behind the scene. That's how you got to move these days. The moment you start talking and saying shit, motherfuckers is clipping, they spinning it. You could be 100% right. You could be 100% right, man. You could be pure with all your heart. But the internet don't give a fuck about none of that. They gonna clip it, they gonna spin it, and they gonna make you look like the bad guy, man. We're living in a climate right now where women's rights are like, that's on the forefront. So, anything, underneath all of that is going against the patriarchy. So by you talking, they don't give a fuck. They're like, oh, it's just a man. You know, they trying to go against the patriarchy. So even if you're telling the truth, they don't care. A lot of these women are closet feminist. Okay? And I'm not saying that to be funny. I'm just saying that's the reality. That's the reality, man.
You burnt all your bridges. I was wondering at the time, damn, why nobody rock with her? Why nobody supporting her? Why everybody turning their back? Because you burn your...
Them East Coast chicks, my mama's an East Coast woman. She from New Jersey, Trenton, the rough part. They rough. East Coast women, they rough, man. Papoose, come out to the West Coast, get you a Cali girl or something, man. Well, be careful with that too, because they'll get you. But them East Coast women, man, they rough, man. I know this because my mama's from the East Coast.
Bridges. That's why I should have knew. That was a flag. That was a red flag. Your family love you. I tell you all the time. But do you love them back? Who do you love? Who do you love? You got a problem with everybody.
I'm going to take a brief moment, tell you guys to hit the like button. Thank you very much. I would appreciate that. And I also appreciate y'all for stopping by. You could be anywhere in the world, but you listening to me. Appreciate y'all.
Ever since Cam left Juju, she been the bitter best friend. Putting bad ideas, bad concepts, bad advice in your ear. Let's keep it real. See what I'm saying? This is what I didn't want to.
It's like that. It's a story as old as time. It's always the best friend. You know, it could be the big, fat best friend. Usually it's always the best friend that maybe don't have a man or just want to see y'all go through it because she's jealous or something. Yeah, she gonna put shit in your girl ear, bruh. Plant seeds. She gonna plant seeds and watch them grow. Okay, all along y'all relationship, people was planting seeds and shit, and now this shit's sprouting and manifesting, and that's why you on here talking for 20 fucking minutes, my guy.
Man, because to me, this ain't what it is. But the fact that you mentioned my children, I cannot let that ride. Because I stand on that. You want to fabricate stories.
He keeps saying you mentioned my children. That's just I hate to say, that's a cop out. You just say you wanted to tell your side of the story, bro. This ain't got nothing to do with your kids, man. It's got to do with you wanting to get your voice heard and your side out. All right, I'm good with that, man. You don't got to bring up, oh, I'm only responding because you said something about my kids. No, nigga. Just keep it real. You responded because she out here flaming your ass online and you couldn't, you felt like you was getting cooked and had to say something.
I ain't bring you 35. I'm sorry. Pardon me, y'all. 30 to 31 pounds of food every month.
What?
For the entire 6 years you was incarcerated.
What, 30 to 31 pounds of, commissary? Or like food? Why is he breaking it down into pounds? Is that how that shit work?
You want to fabricate stories like I didn't come to reconcile with my mother and your mother, who are two great, amazing women. Both of them. Love their families, take care of their families. Like we didn't know come there so we could have a wedding. When that whole Key situation transpired, like I didn't go through that storm with you. Like I wasn't in the courtroom fighting officers over your situation. So, you're very ungrateful.
This situation to me, making Papoose look like the female or look like the dude, and he looking like the bitch that, he looking like the down ass bitch that had Papoose back through it all. You feel me, Papoose? By you doing all this, you looking like the down ride or die bitch that had your dude's back the whole time. Like she the dude that you had her back the whole time. That's how this shit looking, man. It's not a good look.
And it's sad to say, I don't want to disrespect you as a woman, but you're a narcissist. I wish I didn't have to come on this live and do this, but I had to do it.
He felt like he had to do it. I mean, you didn't have to do anything, man. But yeah, it is what it is. I can't tell another man how he should go about dealing with shit. But I'm just saying from a outside perspective, yeah.
I had to do it. Everything, as far as my clothes, guess what, y'all? When I left, I didn't want nothing. I didn't care about the clothes. I said, I don't care about nothing.
All right, that's pretty much it, y'all, with him. I'm gonna get off Papoose, but Papoose, man, handle your shit behind the scenes. You know, we living in crazy times right now, brother. Your pleas and your side of the story is, you know, you might have a couple sympathizers, but in this time and day and age, most women are gonna side. Most people are gonna side with the female. So just know that, you know, and that's just how it is right now. Until more men grow the backbone and stand up, you know, it's gonna be like that until either niggas fix it, men fix it, or women is gonna be stomping on your ass. You know, it is what it is, man. So anyway, let's move on to this. Y'all was talking a lot of shit. Anybody here from TikTok, man? Did anybody come over here from TikTok? Put a 1 in the chat, please. Did anybody come from TikTok? I want to know. I want to know, man. TikTok is going crazy right now. TikTok, I'm going crazy, man. I done got a few people pissed off, and I'm gonna show y'all. Oh shit, TikTok. Oh no. Shit. I hate this shit, man, because like they're gonna get me clipped. If I catch another, all right, let's see. Maybe I can play this without playing the sound. Hold on. Can I mute this shit? There it is. Not this shit. This shit went viral too, but this is just some shit I was having fun. This shit right here. This shit right here. This got people pissed. I'm not gonna play the sound because she got some music in there, y'all, but this shit got people pissed off right here. Yo, they didn't like this. All I said, I just asked a question. I said, was she spending his bag or hers? Remember, y'all seem to believe she, you know, she was locked up. She couldn't get away. Diddy had her, you know, he could hire people to find her, you know. She was being sex trafficked, but she's alone right here, putting Louis Vuitton in the trunk. Putting Louis Vuitton in the trunk in her F-type Jaguar, hopping in and out freely, texting, listening to music. Somebody said she was playing with her nose right there. I don't know how true that is, but somebody said she was playing with her nose. So what she do? Went to the Coke man, got a gram, hopped in the F-type, smashed off to the Louis store. Yeah, that sounds like a lot of abuse right there. I'm sorry, y'all. Y'all don't get mad at me for this shit. I'm sorry. No, actually, I'm not sorry. Fuck y'all. Nah. Yo, she don't look like she is in distress. Yo, y'all would have paid Cassie. Hold on, let me talk to y'all real quick. Y'all would have paid Cassie as some damsel in distress. Okay? Y'all would have paid Cassie as a damsel in distress. I wish I could, you know, you ought to pay her as a damsel in distress, but she don't look like she on the side of the road to me. She look like she in traffic with a nice luxury car and Louis in the trunk. Yeah, she don't look like she having a hard time right here. Remember, this is 2016. That was when the iPhone 7s was out. Okay? 7 Plus, all of that stuff. That's when that was out. Okay? All right. So if you look at this, look at the phone she has. That motherfucker's big as fuck. Back in that time, those phones that's big as hers cost a lot of money. It's probably Android or something. Look, she look like she in distress. Come on. Does she look like a damsel in distress? Where's all those women at? Where's all these women at that was getting on me in the comments? Where's all these people? The women and they simp minions. Where y'all at? I invited you guys to come to live, but nobody's here. Okay. I guess the only time you got courage was when you could write in the chat. You know. Anyway, let me read some of these comments, okay? And I'll respond. Even if y'all not here, I'm gonna respond, and then I might cut it up. Cut it up, Cudi. I might cut it up and put it on TikTok. Yeah, I'm mashing it in y'all face. Why? Because people are delusional. And I like to troll people who are delusional with facts. Fact is, she don't look like she's in distress right here. Let's read these comments. Did I read these earlier? Got some heat for y'all tomorrow. Okay, that's me. I'm gonna burn for this. But here it goes. She wouldn't have done it for a broke man. Hey, that's most women though. You know what I mean? If you got money and resources, women are gonna be more pliable. They're gonna, they're gonna follow your program. If you got money and resources, there's nothing special. It doesn't have to be Diddy. It could have been some other motherfucker with his money. Same shit. Don't have to be Diddy. And she definitely paid for it in blood, sweat, and tears. He told her what to wear, how to do her hair, her nails, and yeah, I guess he can pay for it. The fuck? Okay, hold on one second. Hold on. Let me see something real quick. I might get a copyright if I do. Will I get a copyright? No, let's see. Let's see something real quick. Where's my history? Where's my history? All right, where am I? Where am I at here? Damn it, man. I should have played it. Now I can't find it. Where is it? Hold on, guys. Hold up. I'm trying to see if I can find it. Guys. Usually I have the tabs up, but for some odd freaking reason, let's see if we could find it this way. Let's go to search. Because they're saying Diddy made her do that. Her hair like that. Search Cassie. Let me see. All right, let's see what pops up. All right. The rumors, short film. Let me see. Cassie. Wait a minute. Did I watch all this shit? I didn't watch all this shit. Why is it in there? Okay, Cassie haircut. Sorry, guys. I'm taking a long time. Usually I have this shit in the tabs already up. Haircut. All right. I want to see because she did a like a Cassie Ventura. All right, let's see. Because it matters to add context to this. Because they're, they want to make it seem like, oh, she didn't have any say so and all this and all that. And in fact, she did. She mentioned in this interview that it was a punk rock hairstyle. That's why she wanted it. She was like, it's a punk rock hairstyle to shave your head half shaved head. If I can't find it, I'm not going to keep looking for this. Because I like to have everything ready. But I want to show you guys. Because, it's funny because it's this. Here it is. Here it is. All right. It's only a minute, too. Why is it not a short? Why is it just... All right, let's see.
Hey, what's up, guys? I'm Cassie, and you're watching Dropout UK. It must be love because this lady's back in London town, and we thought we had a long way to go into our next album.
Tiana Taylor.
She's here to tell me and you
13
all
years
about
ago?
it. So only Cassie.
Okay, so this is 13 years ago. That's what, 20? Damn, my math is wrong here. Yeah, let me let y'all.
What are you doing? Did you like that?
That was good. Did you come up with that?
Yeah, right. Oh, I saw it.
That is some real writer stuff right there.
And now it's sunny. This is just what happened.
Did I bring the sun or is it...
You brought the sun. You calmed it down. Thank you.
Okay, they're going to
Let's take it back to the
copyright.
beginning. You came to this industry
still am in love with, and you know, I have my favorite records on there and everything. I think it was a moment in time where I was like, okay, I'm 19 years old. Was I 19 at the time? Yeah, I was 19 years old, and I want to experience my life and create music for me, and it not always be about what someone else wants from me. So,
Shit.
you know, there was no bad blood. Ryan totally understood and, you know, let me just, you know, go off and do my thing. And I was able to work with a lot of great producers and writers and learn a lot about myself.
What was it like making that transition from working with
You see her? She was just telling you she worked with a lot of producers and stuff. She worked with a lot of producers and artists.
him heavily to working with P. Diddy? Because he seems quite scary.
Well, I always worked with, he's not scary.
The name itself actually scares me. I'm like, oh my god, P.
Made me
Diddy.
a little bit nervous. No, it was never really a complicated thing because Pup was always involved. But the transition, Rico
I wanna get to the
Love,
hair.
like completely different people altogether. And recently I've been,
Because I'm used to you doing like the pop R&B.
I don't really sound electro leaning than King of Hearts. I feel like King of Hearts is more of like tribal. Yeah, very distinct. I'm a little too laid back. I keep when I do a record, but I wanted to push myself at some point. But I have some ska records, I have some hip hop records.
Okay. Stars. Would there be any features on the album?
I'm losing my voice, and we're also working things too.
This must be around like
You're sitting in front of you, and then P. Diddy walks, and then
It's just kind of mind-boggling that at this point.
damn, this was
I have to
13
work
years
with these
ago,
people.
so this was like
Puff,
damn, it was
Kanye,
heavy in the
Pharrell,
relationship.
Like everybody is like all these talented people.
Yeah.
Like I never could have imagined.
does it seem so surreal? Like you're in a studio session and Kanye's sitting in front of you, and then P. Diddy walks in. Is it kind of like, oh my god, I can't believe I'm here? Do you still get that feeling?
I don't get that feeling with them. I'm like when I meet
They used
Diana
to.
Ross, I freak out.
Yeah.
But, no, not necessarily with the guys. I think I get more starstruck.
See, she saying it right here. She like, oh, she wasn't even that impressed with Diddy. She even saying that shit right here. Like, I don't know what the fuck.
Over the women.
Because they influence you,
Yeah,
right? They
because
must
they're,
have had.
they're big influences. Yeah, with Mariah Carey and like who else did I meet? So many.
Where's someone like Beyonce? Because she's quite
I'm trying to figure out the hair
Superwoman.
thing.
a robot.
She's like she's like
let
a
me see
superwoman
if this is,
robot. Now she's a
current
baby,
stamp.
so she's a mommy too. She's like baby.
Bless. When your fans, your super fans, you have a lot of super fans, when they hear the album, what do you want their initial reaction to be?
I think based off of my last album coming out in 2006, I want their initial reaction to be like, wow, I'm proud of her. She thought outside the box, she took her time, and it was well worth the wait.
Your fans are pretty amazing. I tweeted to say that I'm going to be interviewing you, and I didn't even
cried
admit it.
before the
I just
interview.
wrote Cassie. I didn't even put at official Cass, and then I got like favorite tweets and like Cassie this, follow me Cassie
They're
that.
on it.
They're on it. What's the craziest thing you've seen on Twitter from yourself or anybody else?
Oh, on Twitter. Oh God, I mean, there's nothing really like too crazy that goes on. Kids, cute, the interactive thing. I really like.
Social networking sites, and the fact
I can only imagine. I don't know how. You know, you're not supposed to ask a lady how old she is, but how old are you?
22.
You were 18. Like, there's just that. How old are you?
22.
Okay, I'm 25. And you can imagine how
Oh
much she's
shit,
changed.
she was 25 in this. Yo, damn, Cassie was not that young here. That's crazy.
Like, there's just that period of change, and that really just that creates a whole different element of surprise and everything for what's to come. I don't know. I'm not fazed by the blogs anymore. I think I went through a period of it when I wasn't working on anything. Well, I went to clubs and the blogs and everything like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And when it comes to in one of them, like you shaved your head, and then there was like your fans that started shaving their hair, which is obviously going to copy you. But then it was like your musical peers and people shaving their head. Did you kind of think like, well, what's going on? Why does everyone want to be me?
I never thought that anybody wanted to be me, but I was definitely shocked because in the first 3 months of having the cut, everybody thought I had lost my mind. And
I remember seeing an interview, and you were like, I wanted to do it for ages, and the guy was like, but you shaved your hair.
yeah, I shaved, like, what are you doing? No, and then it just became part of me. So like, even now, I shave more. Last year I shaved the other side. It's just become who I am, and it was very flattering that other people.
So how do we know if she didn't just decide to shave her head? She's saying she shaved her head. She's saying she shaved one half, then the other half. What the hell?
people wanted to do it as well, especially other artists. I remember getting an email from Lala.
Oh yeah, yeah.
And she was like, she sent a photo, and I was like, oh my god, I can't believe you did that. I don't know if anybody ever took it to this extreme, where it's pretty much half my head is shaved, but who did I work with? Oh, on Calvin Klein, Alice Dalal. I didn't know that she had her hair had shaved.
Okay.
So we were doing the Calvin Klein shoot together. It was like, hey, nice hair, love your hair. I feel like it's actually more of like an English punk thing.
It is. I was gonna say, like fashion-wise, your style is so developed from like me and you days to like now. You're definitely a risk taker. You've got like the denim on.
Yeah.
And
It makes sense because back in that time, that's like kind of like that Y2K UK kind of punk style. So it makes sense. Where's the proof that Diddy made her do this?
the punk rock hair. Will there be a Cassie clothing line?
We'll see, maybe soon. I just did a collaboration with Diamond Life. The t-shirts, I created these t-shirts with them. With the first photo, I don't know how long ago it was, but it was me just holding a diamond, and the shirt did really well. And it was a skater brand. So
You're on it, of course.
It was kind of surprising because we did it for fun, and we just released another limited edition one. But I think I'm gonna be doing a women's line for them. But
Okay, so yeah, the shaved head thing, punk rock situation. Okay, she said she shaved one half, and said, "Fuck it, I'm gonna shave the other half." She didn't say anything about Diddy's idea. I mean, I don't know. So yeah, back to this. What else we got? Wait a minute, when was this? Somebody just commented 10 minutes ago. Feds already. Damn, I get so many comments coming, I can't see them. Hold on, let me put this on, y'all, so y'all can see. Somebody said something about the feds. Let me see. 9 more replies. It's becoming so many, I can't see which one is which. She could have left, but wasn't. But she could have left, but wasn't she being tracked and followed by his people? So I don't think it was as easy as we might think it could have been. Yeah, she got married. She cheated twice. So yeah, it is. So she was by herself. She could have drove far away and got some help. Yeah, she could have went to another country. Hell, she got family in the Philippines, don't she? She doesn't look like she's being held against her will. Looks free, chillaxing. This is when I knew she was on that sugar. Yeah, you're talking about the thing. Why does the bag even matter? As context. And right here, why didn't she leave? Let's see all the mental gymnastics. Why didn't she leave? She chased him, fame and money. Facts, she chased him, fame and money. Y'all have not been following or listening. She was threatened multiple times and blackmailed if she didn't do what he wanted. Why y'all can't grasp that? The diddler has people watching her son and so on. Okay, all right. Watching her and so on. Okay, all right. So I did this. I dropped this video right here. I can't play it because of the Future song. But basically, I'm just saying that she's a mastermind. She could have, is she the mastermind? I'm asking a question. I'm not saying, I'm posing a question. And I got so many, boy, baby mama, so damn, DM. It's not funny. Like, shut the fuck up and read the docs. Don't even be reading shit. Just be D-riding. You put on some classes to record this. Girl, just say you want to lick baby oil off Diddy and keep it moving. See, girl, I'm a dude. You get the girl trying to sex play me. Trying to, just another disrespectful tactic when they don't have a rebuttal. It's like saying you're gay. It's just another disrespectful rebuttal. This is just another case of a man defending another man who visibly just battered women and done unspeakable things to children. There's no proof he did anything to a child. This is getting pathetic. How? Tell me I'm wrong. Show me where I'm wrong at. Miss Desi N. Mastermind. When was the allegations from before he ever got with Cassie is crazy. When he was something, y'all be exposing y'all true tendencies every day long. How can she be the mastermind if she was being abused? You don't think. Head's just empty. They think everything is a conspiracy. Exactly. When she met Sean Combs, he was already involved in that lifestyle. Well, shit, she was down with it. She was down with it. Always a goofy. I said, that's the best you got. So you're defending who beats women. Turns out men molest children and pimps out male and female strippers for entertainment and kinky sex. Wow, you're worse than he is. They coming for me, chat. They coming for me in these damn comments. I'm fighting for my life in these comments on TikTok. I'm fighting for my life. Okay, if that's the case, charge him with domestic violence. Okay, there's no proof that he did anything to children. Diddy took care of all his children, even adopted another man's child. Yeah, there's no proof. There's no proof. Okay, I'm not gonna hold on. Let me see. It's not a lot of it, but kept doing it after her, getting dragged through the hallway, and was running things. That's what we saw on camera. What about all the times the camera wasn't there? Who's to say she wasn't beating his ass and that was just their relationship? You know, there's a rebuttal for all of this, man. I appreciate everybody's response. You know, I appreciate that shit. I appreciate everybody's response on Twitter. Okay. And let me show y'all something else. Let me touch on something else before I get out of here, because I got to go do something. And I wanted to touch on this. So if y'all don't know, now you know. Here's something else. I'm going to leave y'all with this in case y'all didn't see it. Because, you know, in case y'all didn't see it, I'm going to leave y'all with this. In case y'all didn't see it. And y'all see this on the replay? Oh, yeah. Some people, they want to pretend. They don't live in a fantasy. But let me shake your fantasy up. Let me show y'all a fact. Let me show y'all a fact real quick. You see this? You see this right here? This shit right here, nigga? You see this? Diddy's legal team asked judge to nix Kid Cudi's car bomb story, says no proof. So that means that's getting thrown out. If there's no proof, they can't keep it. It's all hearsay. So there it is. There it is. That's going to get thrown out. Another L for the prosecutors, for the government. Another L for the government. Since y'all love the government so much, it's another L for the government. Okay? Yeah, let's see Brian still do his thing. Okay? Yeah. So, yeah, that might get thrown out. 9 times out of 10, it will. We're looking at facts now. We're not looking at court of public opinion. Hearsay. We're looking at facts now. So, yeah, this might get thrown out. Yep. That's right. That's right. That might get thrown out. Soulja Boy fall off. Nah, Soulja Boy didn't fall off. Soulja Boy didn't fall off. Oh, for anybody who rock with me, I don't know, anybody who watch me and rock with me and fuck with me, I'm going to say this. So on some personal shit, it's a personal thing with me. I paid off all my child support. I made my last payment last Friday. Okay? I no longer owe any fucking child support, and I got full custody of my son, and I'm as a single father, physical and legal. So if anybody out there think I'm just some deadbeat or, you know, yeah, I'm one of them. I got full custody of my son. He right downstairs. Been taking care of him since 2019. And I just paid off all my child support arrears. Yeah. So yeah, there's that. Yeah, I paid off all my child support. So yeah. Thank you guys for tuning in. I'm out of here. Feel me? Just wanted to touch bases with you. Thank all of y'all on TikTok. Maybe y'all watch this afterwards to catch the replay. I don't know. But keep tapping in, keep tuning in, and I'm going to keep bringing heat for you. Keep giving you something to chew on. Okay? Appreciate everybody. Check me out on Instagram, The Culture Urban News. TikTok, The Culture Urban News. Okay? Where else? IG, The Culture Urban News. Twitch, The Culture Urban News. Yeah, check me out. And I'm out of here, y'all. I'ma holla. Peace out.